Is Liberty Tree Tavern the best restaurant in all of Disney's Magic Kingdom?
Let's see.
Hello everyone, I'm Jay.
And I'm Sam.
And you're watching The Theme Park Foodies. We're back at Magic Kingdom for part 2 of our 5-part series where we dine at our top 5 favorite Walt Disney World restaurants, and at the end, rank them all. This is part 2. Part 1 was on BR Guest Restaurant. So if you're interested in seeing everything about BR Guest, we will link that in the description of this video. But this video is all about Liberty Tree Tavern, located in the Liberty Square section of Magic Kingdom. Liberty Tree Tavern specializes in basically like Thanksgiving food. It's supposed to transport you to the colonial era, to the times of our forefathers, the founders of this nation. Although I don't think we're actually eating like founders food. It's more like Thanksgiving food, right, Sam?
Yeah, so it's like a Thanksgiving meal, but without like the awkward political conversations with your family. But the one thing I will say is you really have to think about it. Do you want to eat a full Thanksgiving meal in the middle of your park day? It's a very heavy meal.
Yes.
And it's all you can eat. So I don't suggest doing it for lunch if you are planning to stay in the park the rest of the day.
I would agree with that sentiment. I also do want to say that out of our top 5 Walt Disney World restaurants, I think this one's going to win. This has always been Sam and I's favorite since we first have gone here. It actually sports our favorite dessert in all of Walt Disney World.
Ooogey Gooey Toffee Cake.
Yes, it's delicious, and just so you know how the meal works there, it is family dining. So they just bring a bunch of stuff to the table, you're shared around with your families, it's all you care to eat, and it's only $42, which I think is a steal.
It is. For like a buffet or a prefix meal, like this is one of the lower cost options, and like the food has always been very good. It's not like super creative and like out of this world, but it's classic American fare. And they also do have a vegetarian option, a vegan option. They have a like an Impossible meatloaf and a special dessert.
That sounds pretty
for
good.
Vegan, so it's nice to know that they are doing that.
Yeah, there are 6 rooms in there. When we went to be our guests, there were only 3. So all the 6 rooms are based off of the founders of the U.S. Who are they, Sam?
They are Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, John Paul Jones, Paul Revere, Betsy Ross, and George Washington.
I hope I got B-roll for each of those characters, and I wonder what room we're going to end up in. We always have a great time when we go there. This is actually going to be the last family service dining video that we do, because the rest of the options will be a la carte. And just so you know, all the different restaurants we're doing, they are Tony's Town Square, which I think just ended up on this list because there's only like 5 sit-down restaurants here that aren't character service. Tony's Town Square Restaurant,
Jungle Skipper Canteen,
Liberty Tree Tavern,
the Plaza, and Be Our Guest, which our last video was on.
Yeah, all right, are you ready for dinner?
I am so ready.
If you enjoyed the content, please like and subscribe. Join us for our dinner at Liberty Tree Tavern, Disney's Magic Kingdom Park. Nostalgia is such a huge part of the Disney experience that I feel like Liberty Tree Tavern really kind of encapsulates that. I mean, just look at Main Street USA with the Main Street vehicles and the theming to the turn of the century, Marceline, Missouri aesthetic. It's quintessential Disney. All right, so to get to Liberty Tree Tavern, we're going to need to head down Main Street USA and then make a left, of course, into Liberty Square. As you enter Liberty Square, you're going to see Sleepy Hollow refreshments on your right, as well as the Hall of Presidents. You'll also pass the Ye Olde Christmas shop, and of course, you're going to see the Liberty Tree. Now, of course, Liberty Tree Tavern is next to the Liberty Tree because it's inspired by it. The Liberty Tree was a stately elm, a rallying point for pre-revolutionary activities. You can see the sign in front of me. It kind of tells you the whole story here. And I think they had the inflammatory cartoons and verses that were nailed to the Liberty Tree. So it's supposed to represent original Americana, the inspiration of a nation. Now let's eat some Thanksgiving food. And of course, right before we get to Liberty Tree Tavern, can't miss the Liberty Bell, obviously a recreation of the Liberty Bell they have over in Philadelphia. You can actually see the logo of the Liberty Tree on Liberty Tree Tavern's sign. All right, we are all checked in, so let's head in. They said, hear ye, we are welcoming our family. They say your family's last name before they bring you to the table. And which room will we get? Oh, I think we've eaten here before. We're next to the fireplace. Very nice. All right, so we've been seated in the Thomas Jefferson room. This is actually one of Magic Kingdom's opening day restaurants, and there's so much little hidden details. It's like original Imagineers put so much time and effort into like crafting these rooms, into immersing you and seeing these little Easter eggs. I want to break down the menu for you guys real quick. So like we said, all you care to enjoy family style, the appetizer we're starting with is the Declaration Salad. We will then have the Patriots platter, which comes with roasted turkey, pot roast, oven roasted pork, mashed potatoes, seasonal vegetables, herb stuffing, a house-made macaroni and cheese. For dessert, we have that Ooogey Gooey Toffee Cake, my favorite dessert in all of Walt Disney World. And if you're vegan, they have the plant-based Johnny Appleseed's Warm Apple Cake. These beverages are also included. They also have a drink menu, so they have some, these are all upcharges. They have some sparkling wine, white wine, red wine, and they have a non-alcoholic tavern punch. It's frozen Dole Whip, lemon, and Sprite. That actually sounds pretty good. All right, so we just got our appetizers, but we want to start with that non-alcoholic drink. This is the Tavern Punch. It's frozen Dole Whip, lemon, and Sprite. Sam is going to start off with it. I wonder how it's going to taste.
It's nice to have Dole Whip sitting inside the neighborhood. That's really good. It's super refreshing, super lemony. It's lemon Dole Whip with Sprite. Obviously, lemon goes great with Sprite. And I'm happy they have something different. You know, you don't usually see this on the menu of places. I'm gonna give it an 8.
Oh, hey, that's pretty good. All right, my turn to try the Dole Whip drink. This feels more Adventureland to me, but I'll take it. Disney, you know, this is the flavor of Disney. Disney is Dole Whip, and Disney is America.
Did they drink Sprite in the colonial days?
Paper straws, man, they melt too quick. I like it. I think the lemon lime flavor of the Sprite complements the citrus flavors of the Dole Whip really well. It's not too thick too. It's like almost like a smoothie. I think it's good. I would go with your 8. I would definitely get this again. All right, Sam is going to start us out with the garlic bread. We thought it was going to be a nicer tear, but it just kind of tore off.
I was going to do that like really cute, but no, it just ripped it. Yeah, so last time we were here, it was just like a regular, like kind of like, I feel like a Parker House roll. I'm happy to have some garlic.
How's the crust? Is it like fluffy in areas? Is there a lot of garlic or just a light garlic flavor?
Light garlic. It's not super pizza place garlic bread that's like overpowering. It's pretty light. The top is a little crispy. Pretty soft on the inside. They're not super warm, but I'll take it. I will take it. I'm gonna give it a 7.
All right, me and garlic, man. I'm not supposed to have garlic, but you know, look at these. They look so puffy and airy.
You have a lot of things you're not supposed to have.
Yeah. I have to give Disney positive reinforcement for having a bread service.
An included bread service.
Yes. It feels like with the prefix menus, they're willing to give it to you. As you guys will see as we get deeper into this series, the a la carte menus usually don't have it, and that piques me because you are still paying a premium. But this is good, and look how soft it is. It's kind of dusted on top with garlic.
It's not super garlicky. It's like a right amount.
Airy, buttery flavor. That's good. I would like a little butter though. Because it needs a little butter, it is very soft and filling though. I'm gonna give it a 7. A little butter could put that up to an 8 or 9. I think it's good. I gotta give Disney positive reinforcement for the bread service. All right, so the appetizer also comes with a salad. I'm not a big fan of sweeter salads. This one does, I think, have some apples, cranberries, and mixed greens. Right, Sam?
Yes, and cheese and then a house-made dressing.
But it is kind of a light sweetness. I do, of course, like cheese on my salad. Cheese makes everything better. The greens taste fresh. And the citrusy, well, I should say citrusy, but the fruits that they use complement the vinaigrette that they have on it really well. It's not overly sweet. It's a light sweetness that complements the texture and the flavor of the salad. You get a nice little punch every time you get these little pieces of apple in here. Just so you can see, that's the size of the apple bite. So it doesn't overpower the flavor. It's just a light sweetness that complements everything else. The cheese has a good creaminess. I like it a lot. I told you guys I love this restaurant. The aesthetic, the atmosphere, the food, it's good. Elevated Boston Market. It's like Boston Market on another level. What Boston Market should be. I'm gonna give this an 8. Love that salad. All right, now Sam is going to have her hand at the salad.
The salad tongs gave me PTSD from when I worked at Chuck E. Cheese and I did the salad bar there. I just thought I would share that. And I too like Jay, like we're not people who put fruit in our salads. I like onions and olives and things like that, but I still think that this is a good salad.
I think it's done the right way here. With the vinaigrette they use, it complements it well.
I think it's like it's a white cheddar. It's finely like shredded white cheddar. The pieces of fruit are small. They're not, you know, too chunky. And I feel like there is like it almost tastes, I think there might be apple cider vinegar in the dressing. Like
There's actual apples in it.
Yeah, no, but I think there's apple cider vinegar in the dressing. Like it has that distinct, I think, taste that you get with apple cider vinegar. And maybe some honey. Like it is a little, it's a nice vinaigrette. It's house made too. I'm gonna agree with your 8.
Well-made salad, right? And fresh. Everything is fresh and crunchy.
I don't even really like green apples normally either. Like I never go out of my way to eat them, but for some reason it just works because they're like small little pieces.
And green apples aren't overly sweet, so like the sourness complements the vinaigrette. All right, so the main courses are here. We're gonna start with the meats. So we have some pot roast, some turkey, and some pork. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, can't tell the turkey from the pork.
This is the pork.
Yeah, the pork's gotta be that one.
Yeah.
We also have a ladle of gravy that I'm sure I'll be using a lot of.
And it's a mushroom gravy, and there's like legit pieces of mushroom in it. I also saved a roll to make a sandwich.
Yeah, I should have saved a roll myself. Rookie mistake.
Should have.
Oh, save me a little ladle. Let's have some ladle for potatoes.
It's all you can eat. You can get more. I did put a lot. I did, but it was a little crazy. Sorry.
So we're gonna see which meat is our favorite. We're gonna have a side of turkey with her gravy.
This just made me think though, like what are we doing for Thanksgiving? Because we don't have any Thanksgiving plans.
Liberty Tree Tavern.
We're blocked out of the parks on Thanksgiving. Right?
Not Liberty Tree Tavern.
Most important thing is that it's not dry. It's fairly moist. It's not like blowing me away. It's not the most amazing turkey that I've ever had, but it's for a theme park turkey, it's pretty good.
For me, this always tastes like Boston Market turkey.
Yeah, it's basic, but it's good. And like as long as it's not dry, I'm okay with that, you know?
I'm a Boston Market boy. Like I'm a big fan of the market.
The pork is a little more chewier, obviously. That's just how pork is. I think the pork has a little more flavor though. More fat, more flavor. Try this pot roast.
Gotta get that protein.
Pot roast is the winner, for sure. Not that it matters because you're gonna get all of them anyway. And you can pick which one's your favorite and just keep eating it and keep asking for more. I'm gonna give the pot roast an 8. The turkey is 6 and the pork a 7. So I'm gonna go 6, 7, 8.
Have fun editing that later. I'm gonna like spoil this for you guys. I really feel like this restaurant's gonna win the war. I mean, I do think Jungle Skipper will be good. They're all gonna be good. And
I think Jungle Skipper has a more adventurous menu and is higher quality food.
Yeah.
But this, like, you can't go wrong with it. Also, I really think for the price, it's really worth it for sure.
That was turkey.
I like how we ruined like the series before it's even filmed. Like, this is the winner. We didn't even go to the other 3 yet.
All right. Now I'm gonna try the pork out. The pork looks good.
Pork had more flavor than the turkey, but for me, the pot roast was the winner. Whatever relative made the pot roast, very good.
I had a little apple left over on my plate that I caught in the pork. That was good. Like pork chops and applesauce. All right, now I'm gonna need to try the pot roast out. You said this was your favorite, right, Sam?
For sure. Melted in my mouth.
All juicy. All good. The weakest is the turkey. I agree. I will give everything on the plate a 7. I'm gonna go an even 7 across the board.
You cannot give them all the same thing. That pot roast is way better than the turkey.
I will give the pot roast an 8, and then I'm gonna give this and this a 7. So that's gonna be much easier for you to edit. For the way.
I will accept that answer.
All right, so Sam is now going to try the stuffing, which is at the center of the meat plate. Of course, meats are filled with stuffing. If it's stovetop, it's good.
It's definitely giving stovetop. It's good. It's pretty like mushy. Like I like when you can taste a little bit of like crunchy pieces sometimes in stuffing. It like doesn't have any of that. It tastes like pretty mushy all throughout to me. I feel like even bad stuffing is good stuffing. Like I'm still enjoying it. I'm excited to make a little sandwich with some stuffing on my roll. I'm gonna go 6 for the stuffing.
Wow, 6?
I don't like it's a basic, you know. I don't think you said that like I said it was like the worst thing. I don't think 6 is bad.
I just feel like for me, all stuffing has to be above that. But it's your number, you know. Don't let me hold you down or hold you up. All right, now I'm gonna have my hand at the stuffing. Excited to try this. If it's stovetop, it's gonna be at least an 8 for me. It is incredibly creamy for a stuffing.
I think it's very mushy, like throughout. There's no texture in it. I like when there's a little bit of texture in my stuffing.
There's a little pizzazz in here that I like.
I didn't taste any pizzazz.
That's good. I'm gonna give it a 7. I don't go as high as 8, but it has a stovetop-esque flavor. I don't like when stuffing has like bones and meat in it. That's happened before where I've gone to a Thanksgiving dinner like, this is real stuffing, and it had like chicken bones or like turkey bones in it. It wasn't about that stuffing.
I like sausage stuffing. Sausage stuffing is good.
You know what? I'm not a huge fan of. I just want the classic stovetop stuffing. But you know, to each their own. I respect all flavors. Sam, you haven't tried the cranberry sauce. You're not a big fan, so I'm gonna try it. It's a classic cranberry sauce. I would give it a 6. It's not like the canned stuff, it's like solid. This is a true saucy sauce. All right, Sam is now going to have some mashed taters and some string beans.
I'm excited because I feel like on color alone and the fact that I can see those thick pieces of skin. These are the mashed potatoes for me. It's very loud in here. I hope you guys can hear. 9.
Wow, 9 for the potatoes. Are they just creamy all around? Do they have little chunks in them or anything?
Buttery, and there's so much potato skins in it. Like, look at that. And that's what I look for in a mashed potato. So I'm going 9. I'm gonna try some green beans. Very thin green beans. They got some pizzazz on them. They got some like, I don't know if it's flaky salt or what. They're fresh, they have a good snap. They have a pretty good flavor. I'll give this a 7.
Nice. All right, so I'm gonna have some taters and some string beans now. Look at that big skin.
That was way better than the smashed potatoes that I had under my filet at Beer Guest.
The skin adds such a great texture. I love skin in my mashed potatoes. You give that an 8?
I gave it a 9.
Give it a 9? Buttery delicious? I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna agree with your 9. I'm not even just saying that because I'm peer pressured to agree with you. It's good. Now let's try some string beans. A little salt, a little butter. I don't think they're probably like canned string beans. But they're good canned string beans. They're exactly what string beans should be. I'm gonna give the string beans a 7. Overall, very impressed, and we still have mac and cheese left. All right, the last item.
I feel like it's such a small spoon. Like, it's not a serving spoon, it's like a regular.
You can just eat out of that if you want. I would support you.
Everything I've done today has not been aesthetically pleasing. Every time I've tried to like grab something, it's just been like a disaster. I'm sorry. It does. I feel like it looks different. I could be crazy, but I don't feel like it looks.
I agree, it does look different.
Little,
Maybe it's better.
Little elbows. Looks like Kraft. It's super, super creamy. It's not sharp though. The mashed potatoes are the best side. I'm naming the mac a 6.
Well, that's sad, but yeah, I think the mashed potatoes are really good, so I'm gonna just go all in and eat out of this bowl. So hopefully it's good. You said this is a 6, Sam?
Yeah, 6 for me. I don't think it's not bad. I just don't think it's amazing.
It's the most basic mac and cheese ever. It tastes like Kraft to me. I don't hate Kraft, but it's Kraft.
It doesn't have that orange hue though that Kraft has, like with the powder.
This mac is good to use though. Like mix in with your potatoes and your stuffing and your meat, and you make like this little smorgasbord or this like mad scientist concoction of Thanksgiving food. That's what this is good for. Adds a nice texture. It's basic though. It's gonna go in the 6th category. The king of these sides is the mashed potatoes, and the king of the meats and the proteins is the pot roast. It's still awesome. You get all of these different flavors. You get stuffing too. Man, this is so good. I really wish we weren't, our annual passes didn't have blackout dates, because I really want to eat this for Thanksgiving now. All right, so here it is, the Ooogey Gooey Toffee Cake. It's way smaller.
Where's the cake?
It's way smaller.
I mean, you can ask for more. Like, I feel like it's probably a good thing that it's not so much anyway.
I think it's because it's two of us. I think we've always been here with more people maybe, or we did come here last time when we got this before this time with us. It was like 5 years ago.
This isn't hot. The skillet is not hot at all.
It used to be a hot skillet.
I'm like burning my hand on this for the sake of the video.
More ice cream looks like than actual toffee cake.
I feel like it doesn't feel as gooey.
It doesn't look hot. This is disappointing. I feel like I hyped this up to you guys and it's letting us down.
We have a video that was like from over 4 years ago where we made this at home on Christmas and it came out really good. It's a terrible video, but the cake was really good. I feel like
it had so much ice cream on top that, see, the toffee needs to be melted. That's the thing.
I feel like it still might taste good though. Thank you.
Is it still really good?
It's not hot at all.
That annoys me.
It still tastes very good though. Like the cake is so good. It does have like a crispy outside. It is gooey on the center, but it's not like as warm as it should be. Still the toffee and caramel and chocolate sauce, like you can't go wrong. Normally I would give this a 10. I'm gonna give it an 8 today, but I still like the flavor profile of this dish. Like this is just my jam.
You're going 8?
Yeah, I'm gonna go 8. I remember when I made it at home, I had trouble and I needed Heath bars for the recipe, and I remember like going to like 5 stores and like Heath bars were very hard to find at the time. But anyway, yeah, 8. Still very good though.
It's definitely gooey. It's mostly because of the ice cream. I use my finger to get this on here. All right, look at that.
You know, one of the best parts is having the warm, rich cake with the cold ice cream. That adds to it, but the flavors are still very good.
The flavor is still there in the texture. It's like gooey in the center, crunchy on the outside.
But it's not ooey gooey. It's gooey, but it's not ooey gooey because it's not hot. Just goo.
Hot skillet. You need to have the hot skillet. I still love it. Still my favorite dessert in Disney. I'm gonna give it a 9. On a hot day, that's a 10. I highly recommend you guys come here just to try that cake. It's so good. I'm not even a huge toffee guy, but the warm toffee with the chocolate, the cake, the ice cream that they use, it's really good. We made it at home previously. Want to make it at home again. The one at home I think tasted almost even better because we used like a cast iron skillet, so it was just tons of just ooey gooey cake, and the crispness of the outside of it, yeah, very good. Solid 9 for me, 10 on a hot day. So right across from the Thomas Jefferson room that we were dining in is the Ben Franklin room, and here they have Amos from the movie Ben and Me. If you've ever seen this classic Disney film, Amos is actually one of the reasons Ben Franklin had so many inventions. To the right as you walk into the restaurant, you can actually find the Betsy Ross room. To the back right, you can see the flag she knitted this newfound nation. So in the George and Martha Washington room, there is a portrait next to George Washington's portrait. I think this is Mount Vernon estate. And you can see right up there, guys, hidden Mickey. All right, so that does it for our meal over at Liberty Tree Tavern. Sam, is this the best restaurant in all of Magic Kingdom?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
She never says that.
So far.
Well,
out of 2.
I do want to say that you can't match the theming and the aesthetic of these opening day or early Walt Disney World Magic Kingdom restaurants. When you look at the candelabras and the candles that sit in here, they're incandescent lights, but they're themed to look like melted wax candles, even on the chandeliers that are on the wall. All of the different portraits that are up there, the nods to each of the different founding fathers. When you go to the John Paul Jones room, you'll actually see some like nautical themed elements. When you go to the Betsy Ross room, you'll see a flag that's being knitted. When you go to the George and Martha Washington room, there's a hidden Mickey in the clouds. Who knew that George Washington was a Mickey Mouse fan?
Who isn't a Mickey Mouse fan? And it feels like you're in like an old colonial house, and I feel like they haven't really changed this restaurant since I opened it, and I keep it like that. Yeah, the fireplaces in each room, the wood, the aesthetic. I mean, obviously the food, I don't want to eat food that they ate back then. I don't feel like it'd be that good. So I'm happy I'm getting to eat some Thanksgiving food. And also, I love that dessert. To me, best dessert in Walt Disney World, even a little cold, it was delicious and still a 9 for me. So. It's still really good. I missed it hot, but I still enjoyed it. And like the food not everything is gonna like blow your socks off, but you're definitely gonna find a few things that you really like and you're gonna want more of.
Now, for those who watched the Be Our Guest video and then watched this video, I'm sure you're thinking like, wow, the food in Be Our Guest looked way better. And I will say the Be Our Guest food is of a higher caliber. It's a higher quality. Also, it's a lot newer. It's shinier. It's like a shiny gem.
It's a lot more money.
Yeah, it's
almost double.
That's what I wanted to bring up. I think with these Magic Kingdom restaurants, because they're not none of these are gonna be the best food in all of Walt Disney World. They're gonna be in the best food in this individual park. The value has to add into that a lot. I think that the service quality at each of the restaurants was similar. I think Be Our Guest was a little bit better, but I do want to say the value. $42 for your with a pass holder discount. We had a 10% pass holder discount. Over at Be Our Guest, $70, almost a third more.
$70 each.
Yeah, to dine at Be Our Guest than is to dine here. To me, the theming in here is a bit more intricate as well. The food quality is better at Be Our Guest, but you don't get to meet the beast. This originally, actually, Liberty Tree Tavern, I think you told me this.
They did have, I don't know if it opened as that, but they did at one point, I think in the 90s.
Have character dining.
Have character dining. It's like the Fab Five was in like colonial attire, which I think is cool. And they used to not always have the all you can eat. Like there used to be a menu. I don't know if it was just for lunch, but people did really like their individual menu too. They have like a good lobster roll from what I gathered from the internet.
Lobster roll back. Yeah, I guess they put it over at Columbia Harbor House. Out of the two restaurants that we've done so far, I honestly don't know which one I think would rank higher. They're fighting out in my mind. Yeah, no, because I do think the food quality at Be Our Guest is elevated. I also think that when you have that IP, Disney does feel like you will pay more for it. So like, because you're in that Beauty and the Beast aesthetic. I think personally, I like here more. This list is going to be a bit personal, but you'll have to wait till the end of the series to be able to find out what our favorites are. And if you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. Liking will really help our channel grow. It pushes this video out into the stratosphere of the YouTube algorithm. Helps other people find the video. Subscribing, it also helps our channel grow. Hit the bell notification so that way you're notified every time when videos come out, which is when, Sam?
Every Monday and Thursday at 12 p.m.
Thanks so much for watching. Don't count the days.
I make the days count.
We will see you next time. That's all, folks. So, fun fact for those that don't know, Diamond Horseshoe, same exact menu as Liberty Tree Tavern. The Diamond Horseshoe restaurant actually in Disneyland, not in Walt Disney World, is where Walt Disney actually hosted one of his birthdays right before Disneyland opened. You can see a little peek inside right over there.
So it's like a lot scaled down theming.
Yeah, they used to have a show in here too. You can see the piano in the back. I do love the aesthetic of Liberty Square though. I hope they don't get rid of it. You can actually see the riverboat right off there in the background. That's going to be gone soon, making way for Cars Land. Let us know what you guys think of that in the comments. I want to give a special thank you to each and every single one of our members. Your generosity really does help keep this channel moving and going. But we also want to thank each and every single one of you who like, comment, subscribe, engage with this video in any way. It really helps us push us out there into the stratosphere of the YouTube algorithm. If any of you have an interest in memberships, we do have a join button below. We have differing tiers, including early access to videos and end credit credentials at the bottom tier for $1.99 a month. Again, we appreciate all of you. And Sam?
We're doing it for Frank.
Let's keep it going for Frank.